Hi there guys and girls, I wanted to do a video about YouTube. I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? Because everyone's doing videos about YouTube lately. YouTube's broken and YouTube this, YouTube, and it is. But I wanted to add something to this argument. Look, many years ago, I think it was 2012, I put up a video about YouTube. I called it You Fail. You can look it up. And I pointed out how bad the new YouTube layout was when they changed it all and got rid of, like, you know, they slowly depreciated the Honors Awards, they slowly depreciated, you know, backgrounds, they forced you into these new crappy layouts where you couldn't change anything, they got rid of the side images, view counts dropped, they deleted subs. I did a video about it back then, you know, and it got a lot of views and a lot of people agree with me and everything. And then later on, I did another update of that called You Fail 2. Oh, I should add, the first video I did about it, YouTube forbid me from making a dime on that video. I already make, like, fuck all money on YouTube, guys. Like, fuck all, right? I'm lucky. The way it works is if I make $50, I get paid. A lot of the time this year, I've been like 10 cents short of the $50. And if you're 10 cents short, if you're 1 cent short, they don't pay you. And that means you've got to wait another month to get that money. To get that extra, you know, like I said, I'm lucky if I get the $50. You know, it depends on how well videos do or uploads or anything. But back then, it was, you know, it was probably, I think I had to make $100 back then to get paid. So it was even a bit harder. But anyway, when I put that first video up, YouTube deleted ad monetization on that video for no fucking reason. And I kept complaining to them and they not once did reply. They never replied. They just ignored it. I said, why won't you let me monetize this video? No reply. Every time I tried to re-monetize it, wouldn't let me. And it was really obvious that YouTube was stopping me from monetizing the video because they probably saw it as me bashing their brand or bashing the YouTube name. But it was my opinion, you know, on what the changes they'd made and how they'd fucked the site, you know. And later down the track, I think I was able to re-enable the monetization, like, I don't know, 6 months ago. When the video was dead, I was then suddenly able to re-monetize it. But when it was like in the hot zone, like that first, you know, week of upload, couldn't do it. And I think that went on for like a month or two. I tried to monetize it and they wouldn't let me. So, when I did You Fail 2, the second video, I had no problems with monetization. I was able to monetize it. And again, I complained about subs dropping. This was a video that was actually liked by the Angry Video Game Nerd, who never likes YouTube videos. I got lucky, which was kind of cool for me because I'm an AVGN fan. But he liked that video, and a lot of people saw it for that reason. I think it's like 45,000 views that video got, which is like insane for me. But it was good. I'm glad he liked it because it drew attention to it, and it drew attention to the issue, you know, about subs dropping. Now, this video, I wanted to talk about some things that YouTube's done that popular YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, anyone who's done a video about YouTube being fucked lately, haven't mentioned. There's been a few things. H3H3. I've tweeted, I've made comments, replies, but no one's gotten back to me really, or replied, or liked it. I don't know if they've seen my comments. So I thought I'd do a video about it. And it's not a lot of things, but there's two, well, I guess one sort of thing that I think these guys should have mentioned. Now, back in August, a little blue, actually, before I talked about the August thing, I want to talk about something before that. Back in 2014, they announced in March that they were going to delete everybody's YouTube private messages inbox. Now, how did they announce this? Two ways. Via an email and via the YouTube creator blog. So, no message popped up. If you're uploading, it didn't say, hey, by the way, we're gonna delete all your messages. You should download them. Nothing popped up, right? Now, I was uploading then all the time. I did not see any message because there wasn't one. And the email, I didn't get it. So, March came and went. And lo and behold, they deleted 10 years of private messages. 10 years! You know, I couldn't fucking believe it. And since they've deleted that, I've been fighting so hard to try and get those messages back from YouTube. I've tried everything. I've tried asking people like Boogie2988 to help me, because when his account was hacked and he was at VidCon this year, he spoke to some Google engineer called Jeff, and I just wanted to talk to this Jeff guy and say, can you help me? Can you please? I know that this information can be retrieved. It's just that YouTube don't want to do it. It's like, it's in a backup somewhere, and I'm guessing a Google engineer would have access to backups and could possibly extrapolate the SQL data for me, you know, for the PMs from back then. But, you know, no, I couldn't get anywhere. I couldn't get replies. I couldn't get anywhere. Now, last year, about a year ago, yeah, it was a year ago, I went to the Google in Melbourne. Google had a thing in Melbourne, and there were 3 sort of Google people there. There were 2 people who were running the event, and there was a 3rd guy who was from Google Sydney, and he was like a high up dude, and he was there because they had one YouTuber there who was like 100,000 level sort of YouTuber. So the way it worked was we were invited because we were over 10,000, and they were helping us, you know, by in fact I got the stuff just sitting here actually. We were doing things about helping our channel and helping us to achieve 100,000, to get from 10,000 to 100,000. That's what this was about, right? So all of us were there, all us people in Melbourne with our, you know, 100,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 level channels were there. And they had one YouTuber there, a girl, I think her channel was Study with Jess or something, and this Google employee was there to sort of like manage her, like he was kind of like a manager maybe or something, I don't know. I think he brought her out to this thing, and she was kind of like giving us tips, I guess, sort of. So we were doing our event, and then when there was a break, I went straight up to this guy from Google, even though I'm not on that level, 100,000 level. I went straight up to him and I went, you got to help me. And I asked him a lot of things. I said, does YouTube mess with channels that have a lot of swearing? Because as you guys know, I swear my head off. And I told him, I said, I swear like a sailor. Just the way I am. I swear all the time. There's swearing in the thumbnails, swearing in the text. I go, do you guys affect channels like this? He told me no. I said, is it possible that YouTube's done something to my account because I put up a video saying how much I hated the new layout? He said no. Right? I said, the 3rd thing, I said, I really need your help. YouTube deleted my inbox 2 years ago. I never got an email about it. I didn't get a chance to download it. Otherwise, I would have just downloaded it. I explained to him there were emails on there. There were threats against me from people. There's copyright stuff. There's fan comments. It's just something I'd like to have. Do you know what I mean? Because I have all my emails going back to 1995, believe it or not. I archive everything. And so he's like, oh, no, we should be able to help you with that. We should be... And he seemed really positive about it. Yeah, we can do that. Like, and he pointed at the 2 other guys that were running this thing. You can, like, sort this out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was sort of like that. And I tried to get his card, and I don't have one, sort of thing, you know. And I was like, I really wanted his card because I knew he was a big deal at YouTube. Or Google. YouTube, Google Sydney. So it went to these 2 guys running the show, and they're international, but they do work for YouTube, and they're very helpful, they're very nice, but without sounding like an arsehole, I sort of just know that they don't have much power in this grand scheme of things. Do you know what I mean? If I was a 100,000 level YouTuber, this would probably be a really big deal and it would get done. But instead, because I'm not, I sent it to him and he's like, Yeah, unfortunately I asked around and we can't get your inbox back because it was 2 years ago and we deleted the feature. And I replied back to him, and, you know, I'm going to sound like a real arsehole here on video. I replied back and I said, I don't accept that. I said, I cannot accept that. I cannot accept that you just deleted 10 years of data, especially when someone else from Google said you could get it back for me. I can't accept that. I go, me and you both know that there are backups that you have from years ago that you've kept. You know, because just because they take a feature away, doesn't mean that data's gone. What they generally do when they depreciate a feature is they'll take it off the main servers and it will be backed up somewhere and then put on somewhere else. There is a backup, I guarantee you. You know why? Because if Google run into some problem or something, they need to keep that data. They need to be able to then look and investigate if something happened. So they need to keep a copy of that data, for sure. But it's just that it's probably on a server that's not used, it's on a backup server. It's more work for them to get it, and they don't want to do it. And I know this, because my cousin, he works for a big company in Melbourne. This is the sort of thing they do. He manages the servers, they back up all their data. They don't lose it, they never delete anything permanent. They don't. You know, SQL data, even for something like YouTube, can be compressed down. It's all text-based. It's highly compressible. You know, so I cannot accept that. I told him I cannot accept that. He just ignored me. Didn't reply. I'm like, fine, whatever. You know, so I've lost my inbox. My channel's lost subs. Since the new YouTube layout, all my videos get lower views now. So they were getting like 5,000 to 6,000 views a video. I put up a Pokemon Go video. Like, I know a lot of you guys hate my Pokemon Go videos, but if I put up a Pokemon Go video back before the new layout, I guarantee you that video would have had maybe 3,000 views. If it was an MK one, it would have had 3,000 or 6,000. That's how good the channel did back then. Since they did that change, I'm lucky to get 1,000 views a video. That's my target now, is 1,000 views, which is, you know, so low compared to, I used to be getting 5,000, 6,000 views a video. You can go look, you know, and you might say, oh, but hang on, TMK, I looked through your recent videos and this one had 2,000 views and that one had 3,000. The occasional video, yes, will exceed the 1,000, right? But what I'm talking about is before this change that they did, every video I did used to do well, because every video went out to the subscribers. Now, when they brought in this new layout, that's when all the shit happened with the subscribers being unsubbed and deleting subs and all this shit. And they say they're inactive, but the views don't match what they're saying. Right? So, this is the sort of shit that I've had to put. I'm a small channel. I'm not PewDiePie. I'm not Jacksepticeye. I'm not Review Tech USA. I'm not your favourite YouTuber. I'm not Trainer Tips. I'm not anyone with a big sub count. So for me, this is a real big fucking deal. And it's really frustrating. I watch every time there's a video or there's a drama about YouTube, like YouTube Heroes, I watch all of it. I watch everything about YouTube. And, you know, they don't change anything. And the worst part about YouTube is that they never tell you what they're doing. And they lie. They fucking lie. I saw something today about we've never prioritized channels in the trending tab. That's a lie. But you can see that you go on the trending. You can see that they're fucking paid advert. You can see it. And YouTube's saying it's not. And it's regional. Like, bullshit, man. You can see that they're crap videos with crap views. And they're from big companies, you know, like movie studios or whatever. You can just tell by the content that there's something wrong, and it is prioritizing corporate videos. And they're not all corporate. Some are, you know, aren't. But YouTube's shady about it. Now, another thing I'm going to tell you guys. After that meeting I had at YouTube, I asked for something else. And this is because my channel is doing so fucking badly for the last 2 years. I asked them to verify my channel. I said, I've been on YouTube 10 years. I've been making content the whole time. You know, I've got 18,000 subs. I go, TotalMK is my brand. Now you guys might not think it, it's not, TotalMK is not Sega, it's not Nintendo, it's not a brand, but the way I look at it is. It's not, there's no ABN, there's no registered trademark, but I'm TotalMK on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, I've got a website, email, all a lot of people, it's funny, people ask, what's your account name on PS3 or PS4 or Xbox or Xbox One? It's always TotalMK, unless for some reason someone takes it. But I'm telling you now, on Wii U, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, they're all TotalMK. I've got them all. You know, and that's just the way I do things. I want people to be able to engage with me, so on my Instagram and all that, they're all TotalMK. Now, I don't really need to be verified, per se, but for me, when I watch YouTube, right, and I see an account, and I say, oh, it's verified. I think, okay, that's good. It's an official account. It's the real deal. There's no chance that it's something like, you know, someone's made it up and it's not really them. Like, you know, sometimes you look up a celeb on Twitter, but they're actually, for example, Bill Murray. Bill Murray is not on Twitter, but there'll be like a Bill Murray fan account. Do you know what I mean? So obviously they're not going to verify a fan account, but if Bill Murray was on it, he'd have the tick. So, I wanted to get the verified tick to help the channel. I just thought it would help people realize, okay, this is the real deal. This is a real account. This is an account that's been around for a while. This is a genuine account. And you know, it looks good. And I thought if I was able to get it, because, you know, YouTube's my best thing out of everything. I thought if I could get it on YouTube, I might be able to then get it on Twitter and maybe get it on Instagram and just make the TotalMK name look Mickey Mouse and maybe even help with the views and stuff like that. So I asked YouTube, I asked the guy who's running the show, can you help me get verified? And he said, you certainly deserve to be verified, you know, definitely. And then when I read that, I knew what was coming next. But we're not currently verifying accounts. So we'll look at it doing it later down the track. And I'm like, huh. So I went on YouTube and I searched, I got verified. And I found accounts. I found, and I sent them to him. I could show you the links. I found about 10, 20 accounts or something. I forget how many I sent to him, but I found a whole lot. It was more than 5. I sent them to him and said, these people you verified this week. This account, and a certain account, one of them, had 200 subscribers. 200. I have 18,000 something. 500 around there, right? They verified an account with 200 subs. So I sent them to him and I said, well, look, you know, I found all these accounts that you verified this week. You say you're not verifying accounts. What's going on? And he replied back and he said, I can't tell you how the verification process works. It's, you know, that's how it is. And I was like, I replied back and I said, by your definition of being getting verified is that, you know, if you have a brand name or a name or something that you want to keep genuine and da-da-da-da-da, and it even, I believe it even said somewhere it's not about numbers or da-da-da-da-da, we can verify who we want. I'm like, I meet all these standards, but you won't verify me. Why? And then I did some digging on Google and I found a page from a YouTube thing that said we only verify people over 100,000, which I found odd because, like I said, I'd seen it say somewhere that it's not about numbers. And I sent it to him and I'm like, is this why you won't verify me? Because I don't have 100,000 subs. And he again replied, again, I can't talk about it. It's a secret sort of thing. We don't discuss how we verify accounts. I'm like, fuck. Okay, that's fucked. Right? So that's all that drama. This is what I've been dealing with the last 2 years. Well, I say 2 years. I think it's since 4 years. since I think it was 2012. Since if you look up my "You Fail" video, you'll see it. I believe it was 2012 though. So this year they did something, and no one talked about it. And I tweeted it out to YouTube, and I'll tell you this story, right? I went into my videos tab, and this time a message did pop up. Not like, years ago when no messages. Messages now pop up in YouTube in a blue box, like, your video's shit, we can help stabilize it, or, we got this feature now, check it out, a little blue bar pops up, right? So this blue bar pops up, and it said, warning, just to let you know, we're deleting all comments on private and unlisted videos on, say, I forget the date, but let's just say for fun's sake, it was like August 29, right? And I was reading this message, I think it was like August 29, anyway, I was reading this message like, say, 15th of August or 20th of August. So I had like, a bit over a week. And I'm like, oh shit, and like I said, I already lost my inbox at this point. So I thought, I'll go to my private videos, like the Warner Brothers rant ones and that. They're there. They're just, unlisted or private. And I'll just take screenshots of the comments, because I like to keep comments. Just in case down the track someone says, I commented on this, I can check. Because sometimes people, they try dodgy stuff and anything. But anyway, I just wanted to save the comments, right? And I went there, and YouTube had this thing, right, where it shows you, say, 10 comments. And then there's a button that would say load more. And you got to press load more, and then it brings up the next one. Load more, brings up the next one. Load more, brings up the next one, right? Now, before you press load more, at the very first comment, it says how many comments there are in total. And it said something like 363 on the first video I went on. 363 comments, right? It was showing 10 before pushing load more. So I took a screenshot, I pushed load more, and it said error. Error. No, sorry, no, it didn't say error. It just went, and then nothing. 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 So the comments were already fucking deleted. Before the date they said. Already gone. I emailed my content again at YouTube, and guess what he did this time? He waited. He didn't reply to my email at all. He waited until after August 29, and then replied. And I remember thinking, because every other time I'd emailed him, he'd replied like within 1 or 2 days. I remember thinking, like 3 days after he suddenly hadn't replied, I'm thinking in my mind, because I know, and it's fucked, I know how people work, and sometimes I know how companies work and how they fuck people over. I'm thinking, I bet he replies after the 29th and says, sorry, didn't see your email. And guess what happened? He replied after August 29th and said, sorry, didn't see your email. Maybe you should email YouTube technical support about this. That's what he said. He didn't even try and help me. I showed him screenshots. Like, look at this. You already deleted my comments. They're already fucking gone. Like, how can YouTube do this? How can you say, we're going to delete your comments on August 29th, but they're already fucking gone? It's like they just were, fucking crazy enough to not give a shit. Like no one's going to care about that. Like, I reckon that's what they were thinking. No one's going to give a shit about that. But you can't do that. Oh, excuse me. You can't friggin' do that. And that's the thing I've been sending to like H3H3 and PewDiePie, and I'm saying YouTube did this and no one has reported about it. Like, and I guess maybe most people don't give a shit, but it's not. It's the principle of it. It's the principle that is said, you got till August 29 to get your message back, but they already deleted, they're already gone. And this wasn't just on the one video, I checked them all and they all did the same thing. When you push load more, nothing came up. Now we have the unsub bug. And that's what everyone's talking about now. That's the big buzz thing going on with YouTube videos now. You upload a video and you lose subs. I don't really see this affecting me. It's been reported by a few accounts, but the views dropping and stuff, and excuse me, the views dropping is more of a concern. And like I said, I've had views dropping since 2012, and it's really fucking hurt this channel a lot. It makes me look, I've been doing YouTube 10 years, and a lot of people say, Why don't you? I see your comments a lot. Like, I love your videos. You deserve more subs, and I think I do too. Because 10 years, man, on this platform, I have no silver play button. I have no gold play button. I have no diamond play button. I don't have any of that crap. I'd love to get one day, but YouTube doesn't reward you for loyalty. Like how long you've been here. I've been here 10 years uploading content. You know, they only reward you for views. It's like they measure your channel worth on popularity. And I think that's shit. You know, it's hard. Like, I do like Pokemon videos because I really do like the game. And I really thought if I did some Pokemon videos, even if a Pokemon video got 2,000 views because it's popular, it would help the channel so much. It would help the Mortal Kombat content. I would have this new content, or maybe bring some new people over to the channel. And if the channel does better, I can do more. And I say this a lot of the time, but I don't think a lot of people realize that when your channel makes no money, you can't do anything. I can't go to E3 if I'm unemployed now. I can't ever go to E3. I can't go to Combat Con. I can't go to CES. I can't even go to EB in Sydney because I don't have enough money. If the channel was doing better, I would be delighted to go to these places. Do you know what I mean? Oh God, it's so noisy. Trying to do this video and everything. Fucking planes, trains. I didn't even set my light up for this video. I just wanted to get on camera and talk about this, but like I said, the channel doesn't do well. I don't feel motivated to make videos. Because when I do make videos and they do shit outs, you know, it's all that time I spend editing or walking around playing Pokemon. Like I said, I like playing the game anyway. That's not a big deal. But when you put it up and you see 200 views, like, that's just... If that algorithm had never come in 2012, those videos would have like 1,000 views. 2,000 views, easily. And my new videos, I reckon, would be getting even more views. It wouldn't even be 5,000 anymore because the view count was climbing. Everything was going so great with YouTube. As I got more subs, I'd get more views. Everything used to work right before that algorithm came in. And now, like I said, I just aim in my mind for 1,000 views. If it's a Mortal Kombat video, I assume, because I'm TotalMK, it's going to get that sort of views. And that's what I'm sort of going for. You know, but there's been videos that just haven't done it. And there's been videos that surpassed it. You know, and the Pokemon videos aside, because it's a new thing, I kind of thought it might not do well. It was in the back of my mind, you know, because I'm TotalMK. And it's funny because you talk to people about YouTube and you get a lot of different perspectives from people who aren't YouTubers. And someone once, I forget who told me this, but they made a really good point, and I thought, that's a really good point. Someone said to me, a lot of the time people don't sub to your channel just because of your content. Like, they don't sub to you because you're TotalMK. They sub to you because of you, your personality, and how you do videos. And I said, that's a really good way to do it. And that's why I thought if I did Pokemon videos, it might not matter if people didn't play the game. They might still be interested in how I play a different game. You know, so that was one reason why, you know, I tried to do it too. And I'm not giving up, but I am sort of slowing down on posting Pokemon stuff. And maybe I'll look at posting more when Generation 2 drops, which is rumoured to drop maybe next week. So if it does, I don't know. It depends. But maybe I'm just looking at maybe not putting up anything more Pokemon until Generation 2 comes out, and maybe giving it another shot. Because I got in so late on the Pokemon game, I think everyone, you know, like me, I'm subscribed to Trainer Tips. I love that channel. But we're loyal to the channels we subscribe to. I guess I don't ever look for really new Pokemon Go channels because Trainer Tips gives me everything I need. And I understand, I guess other people like that too. But going back to YouTube, the other bug I wanted to talk about was a lot of YouTubers, and I was going to get on this too, they did a video about YouTube might delete your channel now. The policy changes. They might delete your channel now if you swear or if you do this or do that. And they made a big hoo-ha about it. And I didn't agree with them with that, really, because they said it was never a thing, and now suddenly it was a thing in that. Now, I don't know if you guys know, there's a channel linked on my page called Addiction. And that's my friend Mark's channel when he was making a movie. I'm not sure what the future of that is, but he had a trailer. He made this professionally edited trailer. I'm in it, I get killed and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, he loves vigilante movies. He loves violence. That's why we both watch the same sort of movies and stuff. And he made this great trailer, and it was pulling in lots of views, and I was managing the YouTube channel for him. And he asked me to set up the monetization on it, which I did. But it was the weirdest thing. It refused to let me monetize it, kind of like my rant about YouTube. And it just kept saying this video does not meet community guidelines, and it has drug use in it. It told me that. And I'm like, but it's a trailer. It's not like, you know, we were sitting on the couch and and smoking a bowl and shit. No, this was a movie trailer that he made, you know, and it was so weird. YouTube wouldn't let him monetize the video. So when these creators were saying, oh, YouTube's never said anything like this before, I'm like, no, they fucking have. Because I knew they had with this video. They'd stopped us from monetizing it, you know, and this. And then I kept hearing, you know, certain videos were being monetized, was being deleted on certain videos for no reason. And I'm sure that's a bug. And, you know, every time YouTube changes a feature, there seems to be bugs that fucking pop up everywhere and cause problems. And I think that was what they were really... That was the main focus of their videos. But they never had not said or not let people know, which was what they were saying in the video. I'm like, no, they had. It was just more on a probably lower scale, or those people weren't going back and clicking on their videos and checking or going through their video list to see what had been demonetized. Because, you know, when you're a YouTuber, you get so much email from YouTube. Someone left a comment, someone subscribed to you, you just get flooded. I never look at those emails. And I'm sure they're the same, especially when they're like Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie. Their email must be fucking out of control. So, yeah. So, I wanted to do this video because I think I'm adding more information to the mix. I think YouTube really screwed me over, my channel, because I'm a small YouTuber. They change algorithms. I lost subs. I lost views. You know, my inbox is gone. They deleted all the messages on my private videos before I had a chance to look at them or save them. And even though they said that I could, you know, I had till August 29th, but they were already gone. These are things that YouTube's done, and I think it's really shitty. But out of everything they did, like even handling the view loss sucks for me, because I can barely make my $50 a month. The worst thing for me was losing that inbox. 10 years, practically, of messages from fans saying, love your videos, I just subscribed to you, or whatever. I can never read them again. They just deleted it in one swoop, you know, and the guy doesn't seem to give a shit who I email. He just says, it's gone. The data was deleted. But that is just rubbish. Me and you both know that it's on a server and there's a backup. They just don't want to go to the trouble to retrieve the information. And that's just sad. So anyway, this is my, what is it, third rant about YouTube. You know, a lot of people, one other thing I want to add is when I did my first YouTube rant in 2012. Sorry about that, guys. I lost power to my camera. I thought it had enough battery, I guess not. So what was I saying? I went on YouTube today and there was a video that said, I called Niantic about Pokemon Generation 2. It said something like that. Right. And I thought, this sounds real clickbaity. And I thought, but, you know, I've done things like that in the past. I've called up Midway before and asked about things. Maybe it was true. Now, the first 6 minutes of the video, was nothing to do with that. It was him driving around in a fucking car. Like, he's in his car, he's going here with his car, he's in here, he's in the garage, check out my car. He's like talking to his friends, oh, look, my car. 6 minutes of nothing to do with what the video was about. Then we finally get to the part that it was about. By the way, the total running time was 12 minutes, and PewDiePie mentioned this. A lot of people will put in a whole lot of crap to get the video over 10 minutes. So they can put that extra ad in, and he had like 4 ads in there, you know. And obviously, if you watch that 6 minutes of garbage, that counts as watch time, which helps his video. I don't fall for that. I actually skip through a video when it's like that. I skip through, and you guys should too if you think someone's, you know, doing something dodgy. So I skip through until I see the fucking car disappear, and he's sitting at his desk going, I call up Niantic, and he calls up Niantic, and he's asking. He's being really clowny. He's like saying, oh, when can Gen 2 come down? And the guy's going, we can't talk about Gen 2, you know, we can't talk about it yet. And he's asking questions, and I'm thinking, this is so fake. He's just, because like, you could see on his phone it said Niantic. It didn't, like, he just put the name in. Like, why would you put that name in? You just put the number, you just call the number. You wouldn't have them in your phone. You know, and he's asking all these dumb questions, and then he gets right to the end of the video, and the guy goes, I tricked you, bro, you thought it was Niantic. You know, like that. And I just replied straight away, fuck you, and you're... No, I didn't say fuck you. I said... See, I want to say it, and then I get to the keyboard like, argh! And then I'm like, no, I can't say that, because then I'm bullying, harassing someone. You can't actually, you know, be like that. You can call someone an idiot or a moron. You'll get away with that, but you can't say, fuck off! Fucking piece of shit! You know, but you want to say it. Anyway, I just said to him, your video is rubbish, it's 6 minutes of crap, you don't, you know, and then before the video even starts. And then I'd said that before I'd watched the rest of the video. And then I'd watched it to the end and made a new comment. I said, I reported this video because you're clickbaiting. You say in the title that you call up Niantic and you don't, it's a joke. So the content doesn't match, the thumbnail's a lie, and I've reported your video. I reported you. And then I reported him, no joke. And this is how I feel about clickbait. If it's clickbait, I will report it. I will. And you guys should too. Because it's crap, it's scum. It's fucking up YouTube. There's so many clickbaity thumbnails I see. So many. Like, and I click on them to investigate. I clicked on one yesterday, it said, what did it say? Top 10 Twitch fails, and it had a girl on the thumbnail with her tits blurred out, right? Went through the whole video, wasn't in it at all, you know. And obviously, you know, the tits get you to click on the video. I look at the views and it's like over 200,000 views. And it makes me so angry, you know. When PewDiePie does something like Vertibo, in his series, he made a joke saying we need a clickbaity thumbnail. And the joke of his series was that he had to have a clickbait thumbnail. That is fine, because he previously said in a video that it was a joke, and we need to do it. So, you know, I got hit by my own car, and he's lying on the ground like that, and the car's there. I thought that was really funny. So that's okay. I can pass that because it's a joke. And he's mentioned it's a joke in a video, and that. But when someone clearly just does clickbaity every video for it, you know, a lot of Pokemon Go people do it. I stopped watching a guy, The Real Ali. I used to watch his videos. I used to think, oh, he seems, and he does seem like a nice guy, but he started putting up clickbaity stuff. OMG, epic Pokemon, you know, Gen 2, and then he'd have a picture of the fucking Gen 2 Pokemon like Chikorita and Totodile and Cyndaquil who won out on the thumbnail. And then he'd say, oh, I'm going to talk about, you know, what I want in Gen 2. And I'm like, no. That's clickbaity as. You know, and as soon as I started to see that it was being clickbaity, I unsubbed from The Real Ali. That was it for me. You know, and then I found Nick's channel, The Real Trainer Tips. Never clickbaits. Such a great guy. Super nice. Raised all that money for those people in Japan. Highly recommend checking out the channel. He does such a great job with it. So yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. It was a lot, and I hope to God that I didn't lose the first part of this video because that camera just shut off. And then when I turned back on, it said, error, do you want to try and recover the file? I said, yes please. And it didn't say anything after that, so I hope to God I didn't lose the content. But thanks for watching. If you watched this all the way through, thank you very much. If you're a big YouTuber, if you're H3H3 and you happen to see this, or you're PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye or Boogie2988 or Review Tech USA, please, can you please share this? Please share it. I'm not asking for the money. I'm not asking you to share it for the views. I'm not asking for it because my channel's dying. I just want people to know some of the other things that YouTube has done that people don't talk about. You know, I'm not doing it to jump on the bandwagon. I don't do it. Like I said, I was one of the first doing it when other big YouTubers weren't doing it. You know, I'm not like that. But I really do want this video to be seen. I want YouTube to see it and hear what I have to say. And even if you're a small YouTuber, share it out. The only reason I say big YouTuber is because obviously we all know PewDiePie, YouTube watches his channel, you know. The big YouTubers, they get watched by people at YouTube, they do. Even my channel, I know when they did the event that I went to in Melbourne, yes, YouTube, they checked out our channels and that, and so that was cool and that, but you know, it'd be nice if we could invoke some change. So thanks for watching. If you watch this all the way through, I'm sorry if you're bored by this video. If you're expecting a Mortal Kombat video, I'm sorry. I know I haven't done one for a long time. I've got to do something soon. I do want to do something Mortal Kombat because I know that's what you guys are here for. I didn't mean to bombard you with just Pokemon videos. I did want to kind of get some Mortal Kombat in there somewhere, but I think I was just trying to catch up and it just became hard to do, and that's why I've kind of stopped now. So maybe it's time to do something Mortal Kombat soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys for another video soon. Peace out, and hopefully we can change. Or hopefully YouTube will change some of these things and help me out. You know, if you are watching YouTube, I'd really like my inbox back, please. 10 years of messages. It's a lot of information to lose. And I know you can get me that data back. I just need to talk to the right person at YouTube. Someone who has access to the servers, who can access those backups. So if you're watching, please get in contact with me. That'd be really appreciated. Thanks, guys. See you later.